The future will be amazing, and that's all well and good. But what about today? You can feel the rush of a 400-horsepower Nissan Z, or climb to new heights in the all-terrain Nissan Frontier. Light up the road in the all-electric Nissan Ariya that feels like a sci-fi dream come true. The future will be great, but today is made for thrill. All you have to do is get in a Nissan and drive. 2023 Ariya and Z not yet available for purchase. Expected availability is this spring for 2023 Z and this fall for 2023 Ariya.
Hi, friends. Does it sound a little different? You're probably like, it still sounds the same, unprofessional. It's Coco, and instead of recording in my underdeveloped, very crowded and overused, because we're all doing the same thing in my husband's office / my office / workout room, I'm recording in my bathroom because I am rushing around and I needed to record a podcast. So I thought, listen, honey, we're going to do it right now before we go get the kids. It's also a Thursday. I should have had this done on a Monday. So the moral of the story is just get it done, friend. Just get it done. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube, I cannot believe I'm just opening myself up to the criticism for my bathroom window. I'm waiting for it. At the end of this, I'll tell you why that is there. All right. Anyway, so here's an update. Some good news. I want to follow up with my really good girlfriend and her daughter, putting in some heat protectant spray. The one who was having suicidal tendencies, where she even was trying to harm herself while at school, and she reached out to, her principal and whatnot, and she was able to go to a facility in South Texas, and now she is home with her mother, and they are both doing more counseling, and the best I can say is that I'm thankful for the emergency care that was put into place, because this young girl needed it. So many awful things have come out since her daughter went to counseling, because she was hiding so much of it and masking so much of it and telling so many different little lies to cover things up or whatnot. So she feels relieved again. She is 11 years old. So she feels super relieved that her mom knows what's up, and that the people that are going to be able to be there for her know what's going on, and she knows how to better say those things. Which brings me to, this is what I'm talking about, even as adults, when we want to say, like, prioritize mental health, let's not make it so taboo, and let's talk about it. You're right. Let's talk about it with our kids, so that when an 11-year-old is feeling upset or sad, her first thing isn't, I want to commit suicide, or I want to unalive myself, or whatever we're saying these days. I'm not sure. But we've got to teach them what to do in those moments. When, again, I'm 40. I've never felt so much rejection in my life as an adult. And I remember being at that same lunch table that 11-year-old girls sit at. Like, guess what? The same mean girls are at the next table, at the 40-year-old table. Now they're just carrying around their kids, okay? They're still there. But how do we teach our kids the skills to say, hey, I need help, or I want to talk about X, Y, and Z, and feel comfortable enough to do so? So I think that's the number one thing that really needs to change, and I'm so thankful that my friend and her daughter are on the upswing of this cry for help, and they got the help that they needed. The mom has also wrote a letter to the school district, and I'm not going to get into that, but there were some things, even as a mom, I was like, ooh, which, listen, that's not what this is about. I just wanted to share the good news about my girlfriend and her daughter getting the help that they needed, and they're both in counseling, and they're going to get counseling together, And her daughter is now going to be homeschooled. They're going to be working on a homeschooling program. Speaking of, this is a good transition to tell you that I'm bringing the twins home for the summer. If I can be honest with you, they have been in school. I was working full time. I quit in November from a full-time job. I gave my 2-week notice on November the 2nd or November the 9th. And then I gave my notice at the radio station just several months after that. And the kids have been in school, this whole time. So I have just been learning like what makes me tick, what's going to make me feel good. And I'm just in such a big transition in my life that I haven't stopped to really think about that, because I'm a person that's like, go, 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 go. It's like, go. So I've just been going, and honestly, what am I even going for? Like, what is it? And that's just like when I pulled the brakes on everything. I was like, I'm out over here. Things aren't going how I thought they were going to go, or I think if I exit now, things are going to be better. And back in counseling, I was just talking to my husband last night. This is hard for me to even say, and I think this is the first time I'm even admitting this, well, besides my husband last night, is that I was great at working. I am good at getting tasks done, getting things taken care of, being creative, being a good sounding board. You need something done, boom, got it. Because guess what? Go, 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 go. I'm always like, I can do it, I got it, I can do it. With my children, I couldn't do it. I got massive postpartum depression. I got so screwed up and sad and had the craziest thoughts of like what my life was and where it was going. Was like, what? Also, things they don't tell you at the baby shower. Nobody talks about postpartum depression. Nobody knows how to talk about it. They don't know what to do with it. Everybody's so concerned about your baby's coming, but after your baby comes, hello. Again, we will we will talk about that. That's something else. Also, I just burned myself with my flat iron or my beach waver. What I also want to share is that if you are a new and young mom, like, it's okay to just text a friend and say, come help me rock a baby. That's what I did. Just come help me rock a baby. I have 2. That's why I said rock a baby. Come rock a baby, but just being okay with those feels. So guess what? You're not supposed to have it together as a parent. And for some reason, I just thought everything was going to click for me. I also feel like I'm so tired of explaining that it's exhausting being a twin mom. Is it awesome and thankful? Yes, it's awesome, but I shouldn't have to always say it's always awesome after, like, all the time. Like, 2 crying babies was crazy. Now I got 2 of them that are just so smart and so amazing, but it can also be a handful. So it's been easy for them to be in school, right? It's been easy for me to be drowning myself in work because being a parent is hard. And so, I often joked when I would see people at the mall because, I was working both jobs at the same time. So people are like, how are you at the mall and at the radio station? It's recorded. Now you know, okay? Now you know. If you heard me on the radio, it was recorded. I recorded all that stuff on Sunday, which is also, I think, an extremely awesome talent that I have, is that you could be listening to the radio and you believe that it was a Friday, even though I recorded it on a Sunday at 11 a.m. Pretty cool, right? I'm proud of that. Anyway, so they would see me at the mall and I'd be like, hey, I got a job to get away from my kids. I think I joked about it, but yeah, and then I started missing a ton of bedtimes and tuck-ins and bath times and drop-offs, and started to just get so upset because I was making such a big sacrifice for other people, and I was so good at working, yet over here, being this new mom, I just felt like I was failing because it was so hard. And I was really good at working and being on the radio and sharing that, which is why I want to do my podcast, which is why I'm recording it now, is just being real and sharing those things, because I know there's a new mom that either you're going to share this with or that's listening. That's probably posted up in her bathroom for other reasons. Not because she's feeling good enough to go get her kids. So yeah, I unenrolled them from the summer program. I'm also excited for the feels that mom's going to get when she gets a call and says, hey, I have a spot for your child for the summer program, because the school the kids go to is so awesome. So I'm excited for that opportunity for 2 families, because I take 2 spots. Oh man, I take 2 spots. I'm loud. I come in with a lot of stuff. You know what? I'm not going to apologize for that anymore. Nope. Twins is different. Other thing, if I'm being honest, if somebody comes at me and says, I have Irish twins. Okay, but for like 9 months, you had 1 baby. 1. I didn't get to enjoy any of that. But I'm going to enjoy it now. And the kids are excited. We're going to have a great summer. I've already looked up every library. Like all the libraries in Corpus. Got them all. I know Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, because we are going to be doing Mother's Day out, because I still have things that I'm doing and working on. So it's going good. I think, like I said, I don't know where I said about being redirected, like my 3-year-olds, how I feel with counseling. I don't know if that was on my TikTok or where, or if I shared that with somebody at HEB, or, where I was. And I need constant redirection. It's expensive. It's so expensive. We need like a mom's group. Well, we do have that. We do have that. Okay, we do have that. But I need a counselor to come to that. I need a counselor to come to our walk and talks, which is the number one reason why I did walk and talks, is because that was the one thing I felt I was really great at when the kids were little, or when they were babies, was just getting out of the house and walking. And I listened to a lot of Joyce Myers. I cry when I think about those things, because I never gave up. I just kept getting my shoes on and just getting up. So walking was a safe place for me. And so that's why I started doing the walk and talks, and they are on Thursdays. With the summer coming up, though, we're going to change it to like splash pads and just like a chill day, because we need something to do with our kids. We 100% something to do with our kids. So my twins are 3, and I'm excited. I mean, they're big enough to, want to do fun things. And we do go, Jason and I go a lot of places together with the twins. I never go anywhere by myself with them. So if you see me sweating to death at your local library, it's because I'm having anxiety, because my kids aren't listening to me, and they're running all over the place, and they're laughing and being cute, and I'm like, So if you see me having a meltdown during reading or mermaid stories or whatever it is at your local library, carry on, it's just CoCo. Being a mom and taking care of things, because being a parent is hard, and it doesn't come with a manual, and you don't need to have everything figured out all of the time. Have you noticed I sing when I'm feeling kind of... Grace is doing that. She sings a lot too, which I love that. I love that even in the thick of it, my kids pick up the fun stuff for me. And that's important. And that's why I want to get help and continue to figure out all the good things that make me tick in this new transition, this new period of my life. It's good. It's great. And I just need to be secure in that it's good and great. And I need to change the narrative. Reading that book by Jenny Allen about your negative thoughts has been really good. Such a great reminder. Also gives me great tools for my kids, right? Oh, man. I don't want, my daughter feeling like she can't handle things either. And that brings me back to what can we do for our kids to let them know, like, this is a safe place. You can chat with me even when you don't know what to say. I can help you do that. Maybe we need better tools. Like, do you know some tools? Or if you're a counselor and listening or doing group programs or something like that, or you want to start coming to our walk and talks, like, let me know. Let's do this. They're on Thursdays. I've teamed up with Elizabeth, the Coastal Bend mom. I'm so excited for this opportunity. Again, just God works in amazing ways and incredible opportunities. And this, next venture or this transition, like I said, of just, being a mom and just embracing that it's gonna be good, friend. I think it's tough though, like when you come to realizations. Do you do that like when you're just cruising down SPID? Probably not, because you're irritated because people don't know how to drive or yield, or that's I feel driving in Corpus is a whole other thing, but where you come to those epiphanies. Epiphanies are like, aha, watching that shit, right? That was mine, and it was sad, but it also felt good to be like, okay, so I know what I'm going into. The kids are calling it mommy school, because I'm already going to stick to a schedule. If that's one thing I've really realized is routine is big for me and us. Even on like, my husband getting coffee and some sort of a breakfast after on Sunday. That's a routine, and I need that. I want that. If that doesn't happen, we're having a volcano erupting Sunday morning, which I don't want. So I've learned that routines help with the chaos. So, like we're going to do morning activities. We're going to have lunch. We're going to do nap time. We're going to do afternoon activities. By the way, check out my TikTok and see what I'm working at. It's CoCo_ on the radio. I'm so proud of myself what I did with a drill and a saw. Bam! Girls with power tools freaking rock. All right, friends, I got to go run. I got to get my kids. Thanks for checking in on where I'm at, what I'm doing. I feel like things are getting better as this new season of transitioning on, Coco on motherhood, man. Coco on, being a mom in her 40s and keeping up with whatever that is. Really, I'm not keeping up with anybody, okay? Let's be honest with that. I'm not keeping up with anybody but myself and what my kids need and want at that moment. And I'm good with that. So, all right. You can also catch me on the Beachy Mamas podcast. That's a great podcast. We talk a lot about parenting and stuff like that. I'm using more of this as like my dump of what's going on, of my mental health, catching up with what I'm getting into, what I'm doing. So, yeah, also just trying to stay consistent. You're amazing. What do we have coming up? Oh, also, man. I haven't really said much about it because I'm just so damn speechless. I don't know what to say that you haven't said or already thought, but damn. The families of Uvalde. I was at Liz's house, and we were just talking about the blog and the podcast, and she was talking about how her youngest son got an award at his awards, and I mean, we were just talking about that same afternoon after 19 babies went to an award show. we can't have this. I don't know what the answer is, but we just can't. We can't. But arguing about it and blaming everybody isn't going to make this better either. And I'm so sad to see that's not what we need to be doing. See, I don't even know what to say. I'm just rambling about it. I believe that we're all feeling the same way. Hold your kids. And that's the message I just keep seeing. Is like, this isn't going to be forever, Coco. They're only going to be this big, this long. Enjoy it. So I am. And I'm so thankful I get this opportunity. So many of you didn't get to stay home with your kids. So I'm blessed. As ironic and corny as that sounds. We see it on every t-shirt, on every back of every SUV, on hats, embroidered. But man, I am. And you are too, friend. Peace.